On Tuesday, July 7th, the Finance Ministry and the World Bank signed a loan agreement worth $400 million for financial funding of the Namami Gange program. Namami Gange program is a river conservation mission approved by the Union government under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in June 2014, right after winning the general elections. The total cost of this program is estimated around 20,000 crore rupees. The main objective of this program is to reduce the pollution, conservation and rejuvenation of national river Ganga. River Ganga passes through the following states: Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal, and then it drains into the Bay of Bengal. The river is home to more than 50 crore people, meaning all the cities and towns that resides on the bank of river Ganga has an estimated population of more than 50 crore people. This program is being implemented by the National Mission for Clean Ganga. It is an agency which comes under the Ministry of Jal Shakti. Ministry of Jal Shakti was formed in May 2019 by merging two ministries, Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation and Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation. The $400 million loan has a maturity of 18.5 years, including a grace period of 5 years. That means the Government of India has up to 23.5 years to repay the loan amount, including interest money. World Bank does charge interest rate. I'm not sure about the exact percentage, but it is usually not that high, because the role of the World Bank is to offer financial support and development assistance to middle income and low income countries. Its aim is also to reduce poverty in the developing world. If that is the mission statement of the World Bank, then obviously their lending rate of interest is not going to be that high. Anyhow, the loan money from the World Bank is going to be used to fund various activities that has been planned under the Namami Gange program. These activities are as follows. The first one is sewage treatment infrastructure. Now, creating sewage treatment plants next to the river is an important step towards curbing water pollution. The loan money is going to be used to fund the implementation as well as operation of these sewage plants that exist in all these states from where the river Ganga flows. The second one is riverfront development. Now, riverfront is basically the area that runs parallel along the entire stretch of the river. Development of riverfront includes adding cultural and recreational activities, creation of ghats and crematorium. As we all know, river Ganga is considered as the most sacred river by Hindus. Cremating near the river is considered very sacred. So respecting those beliefs, the government will use the money for creating and developing such infrastructures along the river to ensure that the environment is not polluted. The third one is river surface cleaning. River surface cleaning is very important and it involves collection of all kinds of floating solid waste in river by using motorized machines or equipments. Again, the loan money will be utilized for buying trash skimmer machines and equipments which helps remove floating waste from the river surface at the prominent ghats. The fourth one is biodiversity conservation. Now, several biodiversity conservation projects such as biodiversity conservation and Ganga rejuvenation, fish and fishery conservation, Ganges River Dolphin Conservation Education Program has been initiated. The government has developed 5 biodiversity centers at Dehradun, Narora, Allahabad, which is Prayagraj, Varanasi and Barakpur for restoration of identified priority species. Again, all these projects need money which is funded through the World Bank's loan money. The fifth one is afforestation. Massive afforestation will help to conserve and rejuvenate the river Ganga because tree roots stabilize river banks and can reduce the rate of bank erosion. Trees also provide habitat for fish and wildlife. When leaves drop, they provide important nutrients and food for the marine ecosystem. Trees also serve as natural sponges, collecting and filtering rainfall and releasing it slowly into streams and rivers that can massively avoid flooding. As we know, river Ganga passes through 5 states: Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal. Planting trees along the 2,525 km long river is such a massive task, which also requires a lot of money. Wherever I am talking about money, please try and connect with the World Bank's loan. The sixth one is public awareness. A series of activities such as events, workshops, seminars and conferences has to be organized for making a strong pitch for public outreach and community participation in the program. Various awareness activities through rallies, campaigns, exhibitions, shramdan, cleanliness drives, competitions And development and distribution of resource materials need to be organized, and for wider publicity, the mass medium such as TV, radio, print media, advertisement, featured articles need to be published. Ganga theme song was released widely and played on digital media to enhance the visibility of the program. Social media platform like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, etc. needs to be fully utilized. So all of this requires a proper public relations team who will constantly roll out content about the program. If you need a team, that will require people. That means employment. You will also need to pay them. In simple terms, publicity needs money. Again, try to connect this with the World Bank loan. The 7th one is industrial effluent monitoring. Industrial effluent is defined as hazardous waste generated by manufacturing or industrial processes. Many industrial facilities use fresh water to carry away waste from the plant into rivers, lakes and oceans. For this, third-party technical agencies are involved, which has the technology and process to do such assessment of the toxicity levels of various industrial effluents. All of this requires money. It isn't free. The government has also identified number of grossly polluting industries, which are called GPIs. These GPIs are inspected on annual basis for compliance verification of the pollution norms and process modification wherever required through third-party technical institutes. Strict legal actions are taken against the non-compliance of environmental norms under Section 5 of the Environmental Protection Act 1986. And the 8th one is Ganga Gram. Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation identified 1,674 Gram Panchayats situated on the bank of River Ganga in 5 states. Construction of 8,53,397 toilets in these 1,674 Gram Panchayats is a massive task, which requires a lot of money. The government has also approached IITs to develop plans for model villages, and that also requires funding. The United Nations Development Programme is also involved as an executive agency for rural sanitation program and to develop Jharkhand as a model state. So all of this requires money. This is where the government takes loan from the World Bank, because the role of the World Bank is to offer financial support and development assistance to middle income and low income countries. Without the World Bank, the world's middle and low income group countries will have very few ways to finance their much needed development projects.